if you are a mom and you just can't relax when you finally get a break, you are exhausted by the end of the day, but you struggle to fall asleep, or you get a full night's rest, but then you wake up in the morning and you're still exhausted. This video is for the moms that feel constantly overwhelmed, undersupported, and just unable to truly rest. Then this video is for you. Today, I really want to talk about why rest feels so hard in motherhood, how to recognize that you're not actually resting, and how to begin creating real rest that your body can receive. Hello, my name is Samaria, and I'm an inner work coach for moms looking to rediscover themselves after the journey of motherhood. Okay, so some signs that you are not truly resting. Your thoughts are always racing, even when you finally sit down or during nap time, or let's say the kids go to the grandparents for the weekend, your brain is still running 10,000 miles a minute. You have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. I used to wake up notoriously from like 2 to 4 a.m. every single day. I did not realize that that was not normal. So if that's happening to you, this is probably a sign that you are not able to rest properly. Deep procrastination or doom scrolling instead of resting. Guilty of this as well, trying really hard to break that pattern. Feeling uneasy when someone else watches your children, and this could be one of two things. Either you struggle with letting go of control, or you genuinely cannot rest because your brain is just racing 10,000 miles per minute when your children are gone as well. Or it could be both, and I have been guilty of both too. And then feeling guilty or on edge during breaks. So if you finally get a chance to, I just went out of town for a business trip, and before I would feel extremely guilty for not being home with my kids. I would be thinking, oh, they're probably doing this right now or that right now in their routine. Just I was somewhere else, but my brain was constantly with them. So I want to talk about why this happens specifically in motherhood as well. For many moms, rest just doesn't feel safe for an ample amount of reasons. It could be because of, you not being able to let go of control. It could be because of a childhood wound. I know specifically for me, I grew up in the type of home where rest was not safe at all. And I remember I would be, woken up if I was sleeping in too late. And I grew up in the type of household where even if it was summer break, you still had to be up. You had to be doing something productive. I grew up in a home with very toxic masculine energy. And when that masculine energy would come home, if we were sitting around, it was usually you would be, punished. You needed to be up, cleaning, doing something, doing your homework, just looking like you were productive. So unfortunately, if you have a similar situation, that definitely could contribute to not being able to rest as an adult and now as a mom. Another reason that you cannot rest is that your body has learned to stay alert and constantly be on guard. And you're in that constant survival mode. And that makes it extremely difficult for your body to stop and know when it's okay and it's safe to rest. So I want to talk about how we can begin to truly rest. And the first thing that we have to do is it goes within. You have to calm your nervous system down. And this isn't something that you can just snap your fingers and it's done. This takes time and this takes practice. But I hope that I'm able to share some tips that can really help aid in that. So step 1, calm that nervous system. And real rest starts in our bodies, not a schedule. Some things that have helped me truly calm my nervous system: meditation. If you're unfamiliar, you can just go into YouTube and type guided meditations, and there's many, many great options out there. That's how I started. Breath work is an amazing option. I love the square breathing method. And this method is you inhale for 4, you hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. And I've tried just like regular, take a deep breath. And none of those really worked for me, but box breathing or square breathing, that really helps because I have to genuinely focus on counting, breathing, holding, exhaling, holding. So you could always try that. There are some really great apps out there as well that help with that. Getting a massage, taking a hot shower or a hot bath, really taking advantage of your morning and your night routines. Some other really great tools to help with your nervous system, especially when you're feeling very overwhelmed or when you feel like your nervous system's really heightened. Ice really helps. You could do a bowl of ice water and put your face in it. I usually try and do 10 seconds, but that shocks your system and wakes you up pretty fast and just kind of re-jolts you. And then you could also do like ice on your wrist. That helps too. But really, we really just want to focus on calming your nervous system, affirming to yourself that you're safe to slow down, that your body is safe, that rest is productive. These are all really, really helpful things that will help you start to rewire your brain from that old way of thinking. Step 2, take advantage of small breaks. So rest does not have to be this long, drawn out thing. If your child naps for an hour, take advantage of that time. Do some breath work, do some meditating, take a quick nap yourself. As a mom, I know our schedules are hectic and our lives are unpredictable. And I think there's a lot of beauty in that because becoming a mom really gives you a ground for inner work practice. Every single day, there's a new situation and there's a new chance for you to practice the growing and the healing. So really just take advantage. Even if that day you only get your 10-minute shower, take advantage of that 10-minute shower. Really go slow, be intentional. That will help tremendously. Another thing that really, really helps me, especially when I'm trying to train my brain that it's okay to slow down now and it's okay to rest. When I'm in traffic, and I'm sure other people can relate, I can be a little bit of a hothead sometimes. So something that really helps me is that when there's a lot of traffic, or let's say someone in front of me is going super slow. In the past, I would be really irritated by this, but after doing a lot of inner work, I've started to use this as a practice exercise. So when I'm in front of a very, very slow driver, I'll first stop and I'll take a deep breath and I'll tell myself, it is safe to slow down. That has helped me tremendously. And then I will stay purposefully, intentionally behind that slow car so that I practice letting my nervous system know that it's okay to slow down. And then the last step would be practice receiving support. I know that as moms, especially, we want to protect our babies. We want to, especially if you're a mother that has had to be in her masculine energy for a long time, it can be extremely hard to let go of control. But if we want to, as a mother, if you want to step more into your feminine energy, there has to be a balance. So sometimes that means letting go and trusting that somebody else can handle it for a while, whether that's your spouse, grandparents, a co-parent, or whoever else it may be. For me, my kids' preschool is a really, really big support system for me. And that was really hard because I was the type of mom where I was like, absolutely no daycare, not happening. I'm not leaving my kids. And, over time that changed because I did need the help and I did need the support. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If rest feels hard for you, it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. If you're struggling to rest, it means that your body is asking for safety, not productivity. And in order to do that, sometimes we genuinely have to slow down. And as a mom, that can be extremely difficult, but I promise you, it feels so much better and your kids feel so much better as well. And you can start small, start daily, do things that gently help you learn how to rest over time. The traffic thing is wonderful for me, and maybe it can help somebody else. Maybe it can help you. But rest, especially for those of us who do have that childhood wound, is something that we have to relearn, and it does take time. I did want to say, if any of this resonated with you, I would love for you to subscribe. I do plan on posting more videos about motherhood, feminine energy, reconnecting with who you are. I think that's something that, and I'll probably make a video about my story a little bit later. I've made it like 4 times and I just could not bring myself to post it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I can make a new one and post. But a little bit of backstory. I'm a solo mom of 3 children, 4 and under. And the past 2 or 3 years, I've been on a very deep personal inner work journey, and I've been rewiring my brain to unlearn very harmful things that I learned through childhood. I've been learning how to step more into my feminine energy and what that looks like as a single mother. And I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, and I know what it feels like to wake up one day and look at yourself and not recognize the person staring back at you. And I really want to be able to help other mothers that may be going through a similar journey, because this can be the most beautiful journey ever, but it can also be the most painful, the most lonely, the most confusing journey. So if I can help even just one other mother going through this, then that's what I'm here for. And if you're interested, I am starting a new online community called the Mama Tribe. I'll link down below, but essentially it's just a space for other moms who are going through a similar season, or maybe you've already gone through the season and you're kind of looking for your people. It's been really hard finding and connecting with other moms that are on, a journey of healing and trying to break generational cycles. So this space will be a place for us to come together and share our wins, share any struggles that we're going through, anything that's been funny, and share affirmations, inner work tips, just for us to build a community together. I'm hoping to, next year in 2026, start doing some events together and do some morning coffee chats and just things to help us connect. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, I will link it down below, and it is free right now for the first 25 members. We are currently at 4, I believe, so I still do have 21 free spots. And then after that, there will be a small membership fee. So if you are interested, please, please, please sign up. And I just want to say, if you made it this far, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And I cannot wait to share more tips and tricks and resources and really grow a community and grow a tribe together. So thank you. Until next time.